Hey, welcome back to Ford University. In this video, I'm covering 3 things that you need to do before the end of 2020. Keep watching. Hey, I'm Juliet, Master Hypnotherapist, and I help people stay aligned with their goals and hit them with ease. So in this video, I want to cover just 3 things that you need to focus on for the rest of 2020. It's been quite a year, and so I don't want you to feel, and I feel like there's this sense that there's so much to do, but I wanted to just kind of give you permission and give you options and something else to focus on for the end of the year. And so then you feel that you did truly accomplish something this year if you've been feeling like you haven't. And then the fact that you've made it this far is an accomplishment, by the way. So the first thing that you need to do is to stop waiting for 2021 to start. Okay? Stop. Look what happened in 2019. We're like 2020, and look at us now. So it's really important that you now understand that the present is a present. The now is important, and to just look around you and be mindful of how lucky you are. Be mindful of the things that you do have and what you have done and how far you have come. Okay? So lean into an attitude of gratitude is the first thing. Okay? Be thankful for now. Then the second thing that you need to do is to look within yourself, okay? To look within yourself and how your inner work or your inner self is expressed externally in your reality. Because whatever goes on in your mind, you kind of see it in your reality. You know, when your room's a mess, like you seem less focused and organized, but then you clean up and everything seems to realign. That's the case. It's what's going on in your head is what's going on externally. So in order to do that, I like to look at the 8 dimensions of self. This is what I do with my clients. We evaluate the 8 dimensions of self. So you look at your physical wealth, WELLTH, your physical wealth, your emotional wealth, finances, okay, your occupational, your intellectual, like what are you learning, right? And then your self wealth, how do you feel inside? Are you feeling any limiting beliefs? Are you still experiencing signs of your traumatic childhood or instances that happened this year, or experiencing ancestral or racial trauma? It's time to look at those things to see if that has been keeping you from reaching your full potential even before the pandemic. And then you need to then look at occupational. What are you doing? Like, do you enjoy what you're doing? Then look at your health, like what you're eating. And then you just reevaluate all of those things, all those 8 areas of your life. And I actually have a document, a workbook that you can use to kind of tally up the numbers and see where you fall. It'll be the link in the description, and then in it you'll also have access to a 1-hour identity workshop. So it'll walk you through the workbook and how to answer the questions and evaluate your answers. And so you look through that, and then you identify any traumas that you've experienced, because they show up in your life. Even though you try to hide it, it shows up in your life. So once you evaluate your inner self, that's the second thing, right? The third thing is then you can devise a plan of action on where you need to improve on. like where your blocks are, where are you lacking, because a lot of times you think it's your job or your work, but then it's physical. 3 things: focusing on now, leaning into an attitude of gratitude, and 2, evaluating yourself, your inner environment, and then 3, devising a plan, a healing plan, a realignment plan to take care of the imbalances before we enter 2021. And I assure you, I promise you, if you do this, you'll be able to handle whatever the rest of the decade will bring. You'll be able to handle it. You'll be in a different mental, emotional, physical, psychological space than everyone else, because you did the real work, not just on a to-do list, but internally. And you'll see that expressed for the rest of the year and for the rest of the decade. And if you need help with that, once you finish the workbook, the free workbook, you can join me in a group hypnosis activation, the self-wealth activation. And this is where we then create alignment with the all areas of your life initially. And then you're able to go into the other areas with Master Your Universe, my main program, which is for all areas of your life. So if you want to just get started with self-wealth, then you could take a look at Master Your Universe, and it will keep you busy for the rest of the year. You'll have this point of focus, this point where you feel like you really are moving the dial in terms of your life. Even though we did have this great pause, this universal pause, you'll feel like you've moved mountains and you've progressed like 10 years and shed so much weight off your mind and stress that 2020 will end up actually being the most important year in your life. So click the link below to get the free workbook and workshop to walk you through it. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.